Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another pre-market session. Today is May 8th, and let's get started with analyzing the overall market, the news, the events, and the tickers on watch. The market gapped up, no surprise. With this price action, we've been seeing the market gapping up every single day, which is interesting. Now, let's go ahead and discuss the price action and the events. The big catalyst for the day is the April job report, which just released, and the non-farm payroll is 115K versus 67K. And prior month is also revised to 185, which was 178. The private payroll report also came out. Unemployment rate is at 4.3%, and which is in line and didn't change. What else? Average hourly earning and average work week also reported. Overall job report came in stronger than expected. Support growth, obviously, and can be supportive for the equity market, and it's just actually supporting it and pushing the price higher. We saw the market gapped up in the pre-market so far. So wages are a bit softer than expected, can reduce the inflation fear and usually help rate cut expectation. That's how the numbers basically work. So overall, a positive catalyst for the market so far with this whole jobless job reports. Okay. Now, what is happening in the charts? Let's go ahead and analyze what is happening here. So yesterday on SPY, we had a gap up in the morning, and then during the day, the price technically pulled back down and hit and retested around 729, 730 level. And then in the pre-market and after hour, it bounced back up and retested this 736, 737 all-time high again. We're holding right there. We just rejected this 736, 736, 737 all-time high, but still holding there so far. It just retested, rejected, and it's retesting this 733, 34 level. So as long as we hold right around this 33, 34, 35 level, I think there might be an opportunity for SPY to just break through this 736.5, 737 resistance, an all-time high, and create a new all-time high. We'll see if that happens or not, but that would be the key zone for any kind of bullish momentum. Obviously, the 733 could be an inflection point for a possible short-term drop and retesting 730, like what we did yesterday. If you remember, if you see, yesterday we broke below this 733-ish zone, retested it, and boom, went all the way back down, retested this zone again at the end of the day. And then finally in the after hour, we just went slightly below 730 and pushed back up higher again. So the 733, 736 and a half, 737, and 730 would be three key levels on watch for today on SPY. Qs is also hitting all-time high in the pre-market. This should be right here, all right. And after yesterday's pullback, which finally happened, we didn't have a pullback in a couple of days. We were just like running, rallying non-stop. Finally, we pulled back down. This is healthy. This is normal. And we retested this 690, 91 level. And then in the pre-market, we bounced back up. Broke the all-time high of 701, and then went back down, rejected the zone. So this whole 701, 702 ish resistance would be definitely on watch. The next level would be this 697 that if I zoom into 15-minute chart, you will see that yesterday we reacted to this zone as of 697, 698. This was yesterday's pre-market high. We broke out of this zone, and then finally rejected this whole 700 level pretty hard, pushed all the way back down, retested the zone, and then dropped. The same kind of retest happened right around 4 p.m. as well. So 697 would be the key zone on watch on Qs, and also basically the 701, 702 obviously would be the key zone on watch for all-time high breakout as well. All right, let's talk about Apple then. So going over a couple of tickers, a couple of individual stocks here. Apple technically made all-time high yesterday, and this is the all-time high zone almost. What happened was a breakout of this all-time high and then failure to hold above it clearly, right? So that was the key challenge here on Apple. All right, so we had broken all-time high, but not the cleanest break. This is not a clear all-time high breakout that I'm looking for. This was technically a failed break so far. We'll see how it works in the pre-market. It basically held above this zone, and the buyers stepped in and pushed the price all the way higher, which is good. That is good. We still see the strength. We technically retested this 286 level and bounced back up. The price action wasn't the cleanest, but this happened technically. We broke out and we retested, and with this beautiful hammer candle, we're bouncing back up again. So above this 292, the new all-time high of 292. Previously, it was right around this 288, 289. On watch on Apple for a possible breakout and a possible squeeze at all-time high. We'll see if it happens or not. Apple's market cap is like crazy big. Right now it's at 4.2 trillion. So we'll see if these kinds of squeezes happen on Apple or not. But I personally don't trade it because it's mostly slow, but there is nothing wrong with it. If you want to just trade lower volatility ticker, Apple would be a pretty interesting name to watch. Tesla rejected yesterday. Tesla rejected hard right around this 414, 15 level, right in this whole zone that I explained yesterday, and we experienced it. I had quick scalp on Tesla, but other than that, it just dropped the whole day. I scalped it early in the morning, which was good. But in the afternoon, it just dropped and retested this 200 SMA of 403 and bounced back up again. So that's a good sign of overall hold on Apple. Yesterday, it was basically stuck between this 403 and these whole 410 till 15 resistance zone, which it basically held pretty well. The bid is still there, so that's a positive sign. Now the key resistance zone on watch, if we actually do break out of this 415, 16 zone, if we actually hold above yesterday's high of 416, the next resistance would be right at this 418, 420 zone. So the key one would be around this 420. We break that, there is a high chance of Tesla just possibly squeezing and just giving us some insane price action. So definitely on watch. I will be watching Tesla for the day. Hopefully it will break out. The price action, the pre-market is not the sweetest, the cleanest, the most aggressive hold, but it's still holding relatively well above this 416-ish yesterday's high. So let's see how it works. Definitely this 418.19 and then 420 level would be on watch as the next resistance zone. And as long as we hold here, it should be good. We might consolidate here for a while, so don't try to just chase or like get FOMO and try to get into basically a long position very fast just because we saw this like breakout of this 416. We need the confirmations to get into the trade, and we will discuss it in the live session, in the live trading. NVIDIA, yesterday it consolidated pretty okay, and now in the pre-market, like many other names like Spike Hughes, Apple, Tesla, if you see, we bounce back up in the pre-market, and we're holding right below yesterday's resistance or yesterday's high of the day, which was around 214, 215, and this 214, 15-ish zone would be the key next resistance zone on NVIDIA. We break it, we can go for all-time high, and we can at least retest the all-time high, and then we'll see how the price reacts to all-time high level of this is the all-time high level, right? 216, 217 level. But overall, this is a clean hold. Again, a market cap of NVIDIA is like 5.14 trillion. This is a pretty huge stock. We can't expect it to move like MU. MU's market cap is 700 billion, 730 billion, and it moves crazy. NVIDIA, the amount of money needed for NVIDIA to just squeeze or just move like 10% is huge, right? So because of that, it might be the price action might not be like MU, for example, which its market cap is like less than $1 trillion. You need to consider that fact when you are planning for trading or like expecting some sort of volatility from any kind of ticker. With that being said, NVIDIA around 214.15 on watch for the possible breakout. For now, we're just seeing rejection in a very choppy price action around these areas. The next zone would be 210, and I would say around this 207, 208 would be the next key demand zone on NVIDIA. All right. Google. Yeah, Google moves, but the move is relatively weird, I would say. It's not really that strong of a move. It just gaps up, push higher, and for a few minutes it just it just provides very short quick like scalping opportunities, and then flat sideways action, gap up in the pre-market, flat sideways action, price action, right? Then like yesterday, flat. So it just, the price action in the intraday is not really that interesting. After the earning, if you check out every single day, the price action is just like super choppy. So not fan of Google, honestly, but it's okay if you want to watch it for getting out of this 392 400 range. So above 400 we might just hit new all-time high, and 392.3 would be the next key demand zone. We basically, if we break it, push back lower, the next demand zone would be 387. AMD, beautiful consolidation. Like, I don't know what should anyone want from AMD at this point. It just gapped up and is holding very strong, very well. The demand is there. The buyers are holding the price very well, and this gap up is actually pretty clean as well. So we'll see if it can get out of this 422. If it does, the next level would obviously be this all-time high of 430.31, and then new all-time highs. On the other hand, around this 402, we have this big demand zone. If for any reason we break down, we have a big gap, a massive gap from 402 down till around 350, 55. So that's like more than $50 gap on AMD. As long as it gets out of this range, we're good. And we have the confirmation of the price getting out of this range. We're going to see some interesting price action. I'm going to set some alerts here on AMD here as well, just to be... Yeah. So what's this? No. Oh yeah, I have that one as well. All right. Yeah, AMD overall looks pretty solid. I like how AMD is consolidating. It needs to consolidate for a couple of days until it get out of the zone. Meta rejected the moving averages on daily chart yesterday and was not able to push any higher. So definitely this 625, 628 resistance would be the key zone, technically all the way up till this 628. So I would be watching it like this, possibly, and then change the color maybe to a little bit, right? Something like this. So we have this resistance, and then we have 625 till 628 resistance as well, just to have that in mind and just have a zone of resistance that we are like aware of it. It can help us to basically plan for the trade a little bit better. So in case of like breaking out of these areas, we have this whole gap that I think would be pretty interesting. I'm not really a fan of trading it in this range unless we break out and see some sort of rejection and maybe a reversal below this 612.13 after the first signs of reversal around this 624.5 would be interesting. But seems like Meta is strong. It's trying to break out of this zone. The demand is there, and in case of breaking out of this area, I guess the gap fill setup would be a lot more interesting. Microsoft, I want to see it out of this 423, 427, 8 zone, and then we have this 433 resistance as well. So any sign of bounce above here would be interesting to watch. It's just like in the middle of a whole tough range, and if we get out of this, especially above this 423 and bounce above these 418 level, I think it would be interesting name to watch. MU, oh man, this is crazy. It's just it's ripping in the pre-market, insane. So yeah, well, above pre-market high, an all-time high, buy MU. No, don't do that. Plan for a trade, and then we'll see how the price action works. But around this 673 and 685, obviously this whole resistance zone that we have right now, that we rejected in the pre-market, we rejected hard yesterday. We'll keep it on watch to see if it can get out of this area or not. If it does, possibly we're gonna see a continuation. So we had 2 days of consolidation almost on MU, and yeah, after that probably we are ready to push all the way higher again. Yeah, pretty insane price action, but it is what it is. It's just like it's moving, and we just take the trade as long as the strength in the price action is there, the demand is there, and the price is moving, the confirmations are there. We're gonna go long. If it get out of this 683, especially this previous all-time high level. On the other hand, the demand zone I would be watching would be around this 628, or a possible reversal here could be also a reversal setup if it rejects this 680 down for a price for a target down till like 640 and then 28. But for now it's super strong. Amazon, yeah, not a fan of Amazon, not gonna watch it. It's just like super choppy. It needs to get out of this area, then we'll think about it. And PLTR, it's kind of the same. So I want PLTR out of this 140 zone, 141, or maybe below this 133, 34 ish area for a possible breakdown of this area, and then retesting 130, 126, 125. Netflix is relatively weak, so in case of retest of this 86 and continuation, sell-off continuation, we have room to hit this 82, 83. So want to keep that on watch, I guess, as well, if you want to. All right. All right. So, oops. So I will be trading live with the team at this point, and hope you guys enjoy these pre-market live sessions. Make sure you attend in all of these live sessions so that you understand how to plan for your trades and then trade that plan accordingly. If you want, you can join our community and start trading with us live every single day. See you guys in the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment if you have any questions. Take care.